highlights. The Lagos State government trains environmental agricultural officers on food security and climate change. Federal government tips compressed natural gas vehicles to reduce cost of transportation. On the forensic inspector's serial killer Collins Kalau Shah flees custody in Kenya. In sport, Nigeria's goalkeeper Maduka Okoye extends contract with Serie A Udinese. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. As part of a strategy to enhance the capacity of officers in the state civil service, the Ministry of Establishment and Training has commenced a 2-day training program for environmental and agricultural officers. While declaring the training program open, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Establishment and Training, Olubusola Abidakun noted that the training is apt and timely due to climate change as one of the factors causing food shortage in Nigeria. According to her, the training with the theme Food Security and Climate Change is meant to equip officers with the knowledge and skills needed to develop and implement effective strategies that will protect the state food security systems and ensure a sustainable future. Abidakun urged participants to embrace subsistence farming and be its advocate, saying it will help participants to have access to fresh farm produce, thereby enabling a healthy lifestyle and ensuring an increase in supply of food in the state. Lagos State government has announced a 9th traffic diversion plan on Sura Ramp in Rod Osborne to facilitate asphaltic laying of the section of the road. The repair work is scheduled for Wednesday, the 21st of August, between the hours of 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. of Thursday, the 22nd of August. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiemi in a statement said to manage the traffic inflow of the affected section during the repair works, motorists from the Third Mainland Bridge will not be able to turn right to access Osborne. They will move straight to Obalende or Oniko to continue with their journeys. Oshiemi said motorists from Sura will not be able to access the ramp. They will turn right to connect Oniko and continue their journeys. He implored motorists to be patient as the diversion is part of the traffic management plans for the ongoing rehabilitation works and asphalt pavement of the road section. The Lagos State chapter of the Amalgamated Union of App-Based Transporters of Nigeria, ALTON, has raised significant concerns over fare reduction discussions held between representatives of certain app companies and the Presidential Committee on the Natural Gas Initiative, PCNGI, in Abuja. Chairman of ALTON in Lagos, Jai Simi Aziz, raised these concerns during a press conference where he clarified that neither the union nor its members were consulted or involved in these discussions. While expressing the union's support for the PCNGI effort to introduce cheaper and cleaner autogas fuel, Aziz also highlighted concerns about the lack of concrete plans from the federal government to support drivers in converting their vehicles to run uncompressed natural gas CNG. He acknowledged report that the government had offered to cover half of the cost of conversion kits, but argued that it is insufficient and fully subsidizing the kits and associated installation costs to enable a meaningful reduction in fares that would benefit Nigerian passengers without harming drivers' earnings. The union criticized the app companies for failing to adequately represent the interest of drivers, who they identified as the true operators and business owners in the country. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has explained that a switch over from petrol-driven vehicles to compressed natural gas CNG vehicles would reduce the cost of transportation in the country. Minister of Transportation Said Al-Khali said this during a working visit to an international liquefied natural gas energy conversion, transportation and safety company in Abuja. Al-Khali said CNG-powered vehicles would change the Nigerian economy since transportation was the gateway to the nation's economy and a lot of resources would be saved isn't the challenges with public transportation. He added that with CNG, the government would redouble effort to providing safer and cheaper energy in the transportation sector, which would bring down the cost of goods and services. Of the Southwest Governors Forum and Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has congratulated the Yoruba race on Isheshe Day, being celebrated across the 6 Southwest states today, August 20. Governor Sanwo-Olu, in a statement issued by his special advisor on media and publicity, Wega Koshile, praised the people of the Southwest, particularly traditional rulers and traditional religious worshippers, for sustaining and preserving the cultural heritage of the people. The governor said although the world has become a global village with an attendant result in multiculturalism, the Yoruba people have unique culture and traditions that must be preserved for the future generations. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who declared a public holiday in Lagos to commemorate Isheshe Day, also praised his colleagues for declaring the day a public holiday in their respective states. In celebration of World Traditional Religion Day, member of the Lagos State Assembly representing Oshodi Solo Constituency 1, Stephen Ogundikpe, has called for greater religious tolerance and peaceful coexistence among followers of different faiths. In a message signed to commemorate the occasion, Ogundikpe emphasized the importance of fostering harmony and understanding among religious communities in Lagos and across Nigeria. He urged all citizens to embrace diversity and work together towards a more peaceful society, while underscoring the significance of safeguarding cultural heritage and upholding the values of traditions. It will interest you to know that the United Nations designated August 20 as World Traditional Religion Day. In foreign news now, a suspected serial killer in Kenya, Collins Kalusha, has escaped from custody, prompting a manhunt. Police spokesperson said in July Collins Kalusha had confessed to the murder of 42 women, including his wife, since 2022. Kalusha had since been held at a police station since being arrested in July, but authorities said Kalusha and 12 others escaped by cutting through a wire mesh roof and scaling a perimeter wall. The suspect appeared in court in Nairobi on Friday, with the magistrate ordering him to be held for a further 30 days so that police could complete their investigations. Meanwhile, Kalusha's lawyer denied the claim, saying his client had been tortured to confess. In sport now, Nigeria's goalkeeper Maduka Okoye has signed a contract extension with Syria club Udinese. Okoye has been linked with a move to Inter Milan and Torino this summer, but he renewed his contract, which will see him linked to Udinese until 30th of June 2028. The Nigerian Gemma, who arrived in Friuli in the summer of 2023, earned himself a leading role during the past season, demonstrating a high standard of performance that made him one of the best performing goalkeepers in the championship. That's it on the news at 6, but just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like on our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration revamped the Jigi Bola initiative? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. As part of a strategy to enhance the capacity of officers in the state civil service, The Ministry of Establishment and Training has commenced a 2-day training program for environmental and agricultural officers. The federal government has explained that a switch over from petrol-driven vehicles to compressed natural gas (CNG) vehicles would reduce the cost of transportation in the country. We also told you that a suspected serial killer in Kenya, Collins Kalusha, has escaped from custody, prompting a manhunt. And finally, in sport, Nigeria's goalkeeper Maduka Okoye has signed a contract extension with Serie A club Udinese. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesua Joyoka. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening.